So I'll go back to my university days where I studied mechanical engineering in London. And this was in the early days of interest around electric vehicles, very early days, some new technologies were being developed. But really, when you went out into the wider world, people weren't particularly interested in that technology. And I found myself captivated by it. I felt it was part of the future of at least the automotive world. And I set about designing a project that could change people's perception around electric vehicles. So I pulled together a team of other mechanical engineers that had recently graduated. We raised about $1 million of corporate sponsorship during the financial crisis, which was a challenge. But we used that money to design and build what was at the time the world's longest range electric car. To prove to the world that this technology was viable, we drove it down the longest road in the world, from the top of Alaska down to the bottom of Argentina. That was over 2009 and 2010. It was a 5-month journey that really changed my perspective on what was possible when you get a group of talented, passionate people together to try and do big things. And finishing that project at the end of 2010, I started a business, or co-founded a business in 2011, which was taking a lot of that electrification knowledge and experience and parlaying it into technologies focused towards the commercial vehicle space. And along with my co-founder, we brought a really great team on board, developed some very good technologies and manufacturing processes, and built that team up to a pretty large size, where we were acquired in 2019 by Allison Transmission, which is a large company based here in the United States. Since then, really focused on global commercialization roles, global marketing, strategic marketing, and most recently a large acquisition as well within the corporate space. So been really fortunate with my career, really enjoyed it, and it's given me some phenomenal experience both in the nitty-gritty of running a small business, but also in some of the global and strategic aspects of a large corporate. I love what I do now, and I love what I did running a business. But I think once you are an entrepreneur, it's very difficult to unbecome one. People can be very successful, they can do lots of things. In my book, it really matters how you do things. And that goes to your core set of values. Some of the most important, number one is commitment to team. The team is not just the people that work in the business, but it's their families, it's the communities they live in. And that's inseparable from the way in which you run a business. And I think the decisions that you make, yes, they have to be sound business decisions, but they also have to take in mind the people that you work with and those around you. Transparency, I think, is very important. Can you share everything all the time? Is that even desirable? Probably not. But I think people are adults, they deserve transparent approaches to things that matter to them. And so I think being sharing and open. And then another core one that comes to mind is believing the best in people. People generally mean well. I think if you approach team and people around you with that mindset, you're able to achieve great things together.